Good morning, everyone. Jim Meyer, the Home Loan Man, coming to you once again on Friday, February 22nd, 2019, with a subject that has been much maligned over the years, that of private mortgage insurance, called PMI on conventional loans, and FHA calls it MIP. Before we get started, let me apologize for two quick things. The first is that this video will run a little bit longer than most of the ones I do because I can't cover the subject adequately otherwise. Secondly, you will see me glancing from right to left a little bit as we go through this because I'm referring to notes that I have taped on the wall so that I can quote some things accurately to you and not shoot from the hip. What is PMI anyway? PMI is an insurance that lenders charge to the borrower who makes less than a 20% down payment to help mitigate any loss that they might experience should you ever default on your payments and end up in foreclosure. Hence the reason for PMI. Now, we all have valued advisors in our lives, people who we allow to speak into our lives. In fact, people whose opinions we seek out because they have experience and they have knowledge, particularly with respect to financial affairs. They could be CPAs, they could be attorneys, they could be financial planners, it could be your own parents who bought and sold several homes over the years, it could be older siblings, it could just be good friends who've recently gone through the home buying process themselves. And I would venture a guess that if you poll all of them, they would all say they hated paying PMI if they had to do it. Well, that's how PMI has received such a negative connotation over the years. But I want to approach it from a completely flipped opposite perspective. And I want to tell you that PMI is absolutely the best friend that the first-time home buyer has. Perhaps the best way for me to illustrate that is to create a realistic scenario. Here where I live in Western Washington, it's difficult to find a first-time home for less than $400,000. So I'm going to use that as the benchmark purchase price and build this scenario. Let's say you're a young couple wanting to buy that home. You have a 720 credit score and you've been working at saving your down payment. You've saved your tax returns. Mom and dad gave you $5,000. You borrowed a little bit of money, $10,000 against your 401k, and it's taken you a few years to accumulate the 20% or $80,000 down payment. If you bought that home today in today's mortgage market, you might receive a rate of 4.99. I'm not talking about APR, I'm only talking interest rate here. That would give you a monthly principal and interest payment of $1,708.77 per month on a 30-year fixed rate loan. But rare is the first-time home buyer. In fact, even sometimes it's hard for second-time home buyers to come in with 20% down or 80 grand in this scenario. So what the heck are you going to do? I'm going to tell you, go ahead and buy that home as soon as you can. Get on the equity bandwagon and avail yourself of programs where you can buy with much lower down payments and take advantage of private mortgage insurance. Let's look at that and compare. Let's say you're that same couple with a 720 credit score. You want to buy that exact same $400,000 house, and you can come up with $12,000 or 3% down. Now, obviously, that's less than 20%. So a lender's going to charge you a little bit higher rate because of their potentially higher risk. And let's say they give you a rate of 5.125%. Again, not APR, just pure interest rate here. That would give you a monthly payment of $2,103.63 per month. And in addition to that, you need to include a PMI premium of $239.27 for a total of $2342.90 per month. Again, not including taxes or homeowners insurance. Now that monthly payment is $634.13 more per month than the first payment we looked at. But remember, you're only putting 3% down as opposed to 20% down. Now let's consider the fact that, again, in Western Washington, where I live, property values have accumulated conservatively at an average of about 6% per year for the last 30 to 40 years. So if you're this couple buying this theoretical $400,000 home and it's going up, compounding at 6% per year, at the end of the third year, your property would be worth $476,406. And at the end of the fourth year, it'd be worth $504,990. Think about what I just said. $504,990, which would give you, the property owner, equity appreciation, that's real dollars in your pocket someday, of $104,990 just at the end of 4 years. Do you know any other vehicle that will do that? Any other investment vehicle? But, of course, that $104,990 came at a price because you paid a higher monthly payment, which comes to a total of $30,438.24 over 4 years. So again, if you take that $104,990 equity appreciation over 4 years, minus the higher payments over 4 years of $30,438, that ends up at a net gain of $74,552. There's the all-important figure, $74,552 net equity appreciation to you in 4 years. That comes to $1,553 a month. So ask yourself, do you save currently $1,553 a month? Can you save $1,553 a month? Not many people can. And of those who can, not many are able to actually discipline themselves stringently enough to do so. So here's the simple question. We've talked about buying the same house, $400,000 home, paying 20% or $80,000 down, and paying 3% or $12,000 down. You get the same equity growth, using the example that we've used, of almost $105,000, regardless of how much you invested. So you tell me, which is the better deal? For my money, it's better to get in today at lower prices today, at lower rates today, and experience that same growth in wealth over time. If you've got any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me. My website is www.thehomeloanman. That's all one word, thehomeloanman.com. Send me your questions. I'll be happy to give you straight talk without any sales talk. I'll look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, have a wonderful weekend and happy house hunting.